Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK, and welcome to the third update video of the year. I think we are now on number 3. The first 2 update videos were a little bit more focused on one specific thing, and then I squeezed in everything else that I usually talk about in an update video right after, and that one specific thing was Amatsutsumi, a playthrough that I was doing and was able to complete, and luckily, happily, successfully, whatever word you want to use, all of that is behind us now. There are no issues with that playthrough. I talked about that last time where I was given the complete okay to have that playthrough up on my channel, and all is good. If anything, what has come from it is that I am taking a lot more precautionary measures to make sure that what I'm jumping into for a playthrough is totally okay to do so. Like if other people have done the playthrough, if there are guidelines out there, I want to make sure I'm following them, because I want to stay on everybody's good side. The producers, the developers, the companies behind the entire projects. I want to make sure that I am on their good side and that I'm not violating anything. So that is my goal. And that is something that has kind of changed going forward. So that does also mean that there's going to be some visual novels and games that I will never, ever be able to do full playthroughs of. And yes, that means other Purple Software titles. And speaking of Purple Software titles, I have this further down my list, but I'll talk about this now. Kunado Chronicles, I finally got my review out of the way. It is on the channel. Really, my hiccup there was I was taking way too long to finish the game. It's not that it was a very long visual novel, like it took me about 28 hours to finish, but man, did it just feel like a slog at times, and I just would rather have done other things, and therefore I just kept on pushing it off. But I did do an almost 20-minute long review video. I had a lot to say. I went in depth with it, just like I did with my Amatsutsumi review, and honestly guys, I'm happy with the video, but it was a struggle to make because it's hard to stay positive about something I feel a little negative about because, well, I guess long story short, my review was definitely do not purchase. Like I do not think that the average person should pick up the game, but I had to sit there and explain my reasonings, but also explain the good parts. And there are good parts, and there's, in my opinion, reasons to still pick up the game under certain circumstances. And so it became a little complicated, a little difficult to make the review, but I am very happy to have it out there. And if you guys have not seen it, you guys are interested in seeing my review, I will put a link in the description in case you guys want to check it out. Okay, let's go in order of my listed things here. Nothing too crazy, nothing too big to talk about that'll take up the bulk of this video. Everything is pretty small, luckily. We'll first start off with a little life update. In the first weekend of August, I will be going to EVO, a fighting video game convention / tournament that is held every year in Las Vegas. I, surprisingly, have never gone to Las Vegas, despite living in California. And honestly, I've never left the state, so this is going to be a little bit of a journey for me. I've obviously gone on vacations and such. Like a few years ago, I went to Anime Expo over in LA. I think this is going to be a fun little vacation. That's kind of what I'm seeing this as, going over there for a vacation, because I don't really have an interest in this genre of video games, but all my friends do, and I want to support them in their tournaments, and I also just want to go out and have some fun with them. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and because I'm not going to be here for like 5-6 days, I am going to be going on a 2-weekish break. I'm not going to be uploading videos for a couple of weeks. I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that I'm not going to be here and just kind of expand that and take some time off from recording videos and uploading them. I did this a couple of years ago because, man, I just felt so burnt out and I just wanted some time away from the grind that I've been doing for so many years, and it was honestly really rewarding, and I felt so much better after coming back. I reevaluated myself and what I wanted to do and everything with the channel, and I just felt pumped and excited to come back to recording. So I'm going to do that again, just a couple weeks or so, and we will be right back on it with whatever I'm recording at the time. But I do have an idea of what I will be recording at the time, because Robotics Notes Elite, which we have recently started here after finishing Chaos Head Noah, is a bit of a long game. As all science adventure titles are, I truly do not see myself finishing this in the month of July, which is fine. That is totally okay. I think that is okay to not consider finishing that and to not rush it. Let's definitely not rush getting through this game here. I am having a lot of fun with Robotics Notes. It is definitely a different title than the rest of the science adventure series, but I am having a very good time with it, and yeah, I'm definitely not finishing it before August. However, I do hope that I can finish it before the release of Anonymous Code. That is the next title in the science adventure series lineup, and I'm pretty excited for it. There's a lot of hype for it, and surprisingly, even the people behind it are hyping it up. Finally, we're getting some hype for a localization here in the science adventure series that isn't Steins Gate. Sure, there was a lot of community hype for Chaos Head when that was finally making its way over, but no, this is hype all around for Anonymous Code, and that is really, really great to see. So I'm very excited to get into that. I am pretty much caught up on the entire series. The only title that I have not touched yet and will not have touched coming up to Anonymous Code will have been the Robotics Note sequel of Dash. However, I was told that that one's not really necessary. It apparently is more of like a side series, sort of. It's not really mainline. So I will accept that, hopefully not get yelled at, and we will jump into Anonymous Code when it releases in September. Another playthrough that I do have going on right now is 9. We have finished the second episode, and I'll just let you guys know right now, I will not be jumping into episode 3 until I get done with my little break in August, because I don't want to start it and then pretty much stop it. I just will not have the time for it here in July, but I am having a lot of fun with it. It is definitely a little different, but also very familiar. It's not too far off from the other visual novels that I've recorded here for the channel, so it's been a good amount of fun. However, a somewhat different visual novel that I am recording right now is Loopers. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through this, but I do think I can get through it here in July, hopefully, maybe. It doesn't seem to be too long of a game, and I've recorded 2 episodes, and in the progress, there's like a little progress percentage in the main menu. It says I'm pretty much a quarter of the way done. I've done 2 episodes, so 8 to 10, maybe 12. I don't know if things get a little longer near the end. Maybe they do. Hopefully we can get through that, and I won't have like an episode or 2 waiting until the end of my break in August. Hopefully it's not that case. And I did have somebody ask about Higurashi Rei, I think is what it's called. It's the epilogue sequel, whatever you want to call it, for the 8 chapters of the Higurashi When They Cry visual novel series. I think there's like 3 sections of it, one that directly takes place after the events of the 8 main chapters, how the story ends, and 2 other sections I have no idea what they're about. I will eventually get to this. I don't know. I've been burnt out, I guess you could say, with Higurashi, because I was realistically recording it for 2 years, taking breaks in between the chapters. Maybe not so much 7 and 8, but yeah, I mean, 2 years of this, I definitely want a little bit of a breather, but I will be coming back to the village of Hinamizawa very soon to finish up Higurashi for sure. Now, another playthrough that I'm doing, though it sort of feels like I am constantly neglecting it, is Persona 3 Portable. I am streaming that. I am 100% neglecting it at times. Man, I've just been so busy. I've been very, very busy, and I guess that's a good lead-in for another personal topic that I wanted to bring up. I feel like work is going to be getting a lot busier for me. I am trying to make some opportunistic choices, maybe career-changing choices, and that has led to me becoming a lot busier with my work, a lot more stressed, which is not good. And, you know, that break in August is going to pay big dividends for sure. There's going to be a lot going on, and I'm going to be a lot more tired. I'm going to be a lot more focused on what matters, and that is my job. A job is more important than my hobby here on YouTube. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be getting a lot busier, I feel, in the next year or so. And it could be something that changes very, very soon, or something that'll just be a gradual change as time goes on. I don't know. I should know, but I really don't. I'm just going to keep up my grind, and I'm going to continue to try and record as much as I can and continue to entertain you guys as much as I can going forward, just like always. And believe it or not, this year is my anniversary year for YouTube, so I don't have anything planned for that, but just thought I'd throw that in. That's actually not even on my list here. I just thought I'd throw that in. 10 years of doing this just about, and I do want to continue it. I definitely would like to, so I will do everything in my power to continue to make the time. However, priorities are important. So we'll end the update video off there. I'm definitely going to have to edit it because at some point in it, my dog started howling for whatever reason. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Nothing else really going on, nothing huge to worry about, like the whole Amatsutsumi deal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll continue to think about projects and review videos and such to make on the side. Nothing concrete, but I definitely am trying to expand my horizons with the videos I'm making, and I hope that you guys continue to enjoy what I'm actually coming up with besides playthroughs. Thank you all for tuning in to this update video. Thank you all for continuing to support me. Thank you to all of my patrons and members. Big thanks to Jamie11577, Overcodex, and Repoggers for throwing a $5 bill my way every month. I mean, $5 can go a long way, and they're giving it to me for whatever reason. So I do appreciate it. I do appreciate you all. And yeah, thank you for tuning into this update video. You guys have a good one. Take it easy.